Shalom Aleichem and welcome to Online Smicha. With the development of all the new transportation services like Uber, Lyft, Amazon, whatever else there is out there, as a way how to get from point A to point B as transportation service, there aren't too many big shilas. Maybe yichud sometimes, but as a service that people may use it as a delivery service, there's some halachas you have to study first and make sure that it passes for you to use those services as delivering food. The emes is, this shaila is not necessarily brand new, because for many, many years, you could call up a pizza shop and they would make your order and deliver it. Call up a butcher, make your order and they would deliver it. A restaurant and deliver it. Now, if the delivery man or woman is a trustworthy person, fine. Then we have no chshashes. If the delivery person is non-Jewish, there are many chshashes that there may be, many concerns there may be that perhaps what you're getting delivered in your house, maybe it's not exactly what the person sent you, what the store sent you. It could have been swapped for something non-kosher, as we will soon speak about this. And guess what? In Shulchan Aruch it says this is not only an issue that applies if a guy is doing the delivery, a Yisrael chashud, also somebody who is a Yisrael, a Jew, but he's not careful, and we have many suspicions that he could do this type of thing too, then he can't serve as a delivery man, because the middle gap between the store and your home, something might have happened. So there's actually two simanim in Shulchan Aruch that come to mind before you pick up a phone and ask for the store to deliver the restaurant, the butcher, the milk, anything. The first siman in Shulchan Aruch is the Yeridea Siman Samach Gimel, which talks about the halachas of Basar Shenesalam in Ayin. It's based on the Gemara. The Gemara in Chulun Daf Tzaddik Hey Amud Aleph says that Rav holds Basar Shenesalam in Ayin, meat there was a period of time that was concealed from the eye and you didn't see it. We have what to worry about, that it's not, when you see it later, perhaps we're not sure it's the same piece of meat that you left there. Now, is it that a guy swapped it, or perhaps that ravens came and swapped it? That's a discussion. Is the Isser, the Chshash, a Chshash min ha-Torah, or is a Chshash min the Rabbanon, a Chumrah? That's also a machlekes. But the fact is, Basar shenesalam in ha'ayin is Usser. You have to know where it is. You have to know where it is all time. And if you don't, at least when you come back to it, you have to find a way to prove that this is exactly the same meat that you left there. Now, this is not only raw meat. The Shach in Siman Samach Gimel says even cooked meat. You don't know. Maybe something happened in between and the cooked meat was swapped with an avela by somebody or by an animal. So, based on a story in the Gemara where Rav saw something fishy happening by a person sitting by a lake, his piece of meat, his chicken fell into the water and something different came up. So Rav says, we have to know at all times where the meat is. So now dealing with a person calling in a delivery service to deliver a supper, chicken and meat, who says that in between it wasn't swapped? So there are certain halachas that you have to be very careful to be sure that you're getting what's 100% kosher. The second siman is the siman Kuf Yud Ches, which talks about making a sign, making a symbol, making a proof to yourself that the food that you're getting through the delivery is actually the one that was left from the store as a kosher one. So the Gemara says, Amar Rav, again Rav, Chavis Aser B'chaisem Echad. These items that are in this Rashi Tevis Chavis, which I'll soon explain, one sign, one seal is not good enough. Champag Mutar B'chaisem Echad. If it's a different type of food, Champag, one seal is good enough. What is the difference between Chavis and Champag? Chavis is 4 items. Chatichas dog. If you're ordering fish and you can't see exactly what fish it is, it's already piecey. So then the only way you could once it gets delivered to you to make sure that you got the kosher fish, if it has shtei chaysamis. Basar, meat. If you're getting a delivery of meat, chaysam echad, one seal is not good enough. Yayin, wine, one seal is not good enough. Tchelas, one seal is not good enough. Those are chavis. If, however, he's delivering, there's a period of time between the Yiddish store and you is selling, you're getting a delivery of champag, which is chiltis, murias, bread, pas, and gvina, then you need one chaysem. So let's establish one thing. A chaysem, a seal, to make sure that it's kosher, you need in every food. In every food you need, because you're not sure if he says he's selling you the right, he's sending you, you're getting the right food, the kosher food. Some foods you need 2 seals, and there are many reasons. There's actually a machlokes in the Mefarshim. What is the reason between why some foods 1 seal is enough and some foods you need 2? The common reason is because it depends on the expense. The expensive item, if a guy could swap this expensive item and give you something cheaper and you won't realize, and then he could turn around and make money, he has more to gain to do it. If he has more to gain, if you're just going to make it with 1 seal, he'll find a way around it and he'll get it done. If you make it difficult at him to get it done by putting a double seal, a double wrap, etc., then even though he could make a quick buck and make a lot of money, he's gonna be afraid. Things that are not that expensive, then who says we have less chash to worry that he's going to swap it? Others say that it depends between a Isser D'Oraisa or a Isser D'Rabbanan. If he swapped it, if Chas v'Shalom the Yid will end up a Isser D'Oraisa, you have to have shtei chaysamis. If it's a Isser D'Rabbanan, because it's only a suffix if he's doing it, suffix Isser D'Rabbanan, l'kula, 1 chaysam would be good enough. Others say it depends. The Yerushalmi says, chavis, the items that I mentioned, chavis, that means chatichas dog, basar, yayin, and tchelas, they are all isurei migufoi. They are all things that are in its essence usur. The other group, it's not in its essence usur, it's the taruves, this mixture that makes it usur, so it's a step lower. But the bottom line in all these items is whenever you have a meat or any food, there is a middleman between you and the storekeeper you hopefully trust. And if the storekeeper is a goyish storekeeper, you have to make sure that there's a wrapping and a seal. Now the Shulchan Aruch in Kuf Ches goes on to explain what is a good seal, because if it's a chick-chock type of thing, nothing would stop him. There has to be one seal has to be a real seal that's difficult to play around with. Of course, 2. So if you're buying from a goyish store and it's coming from a manufacturer or a warehouse somewhere, you have to make sure that it's sealed. You have to make sure it has 1 chaysim. If you're getting even from a kosher store and it's being delivered to you by a non-Jew, and as I mentioned before, Yisrael Kosher, the same din, then you have to, certain things you need shnei chaysames. If not, the Shulchan Aruch says you have very good reason to believe that what you got is not what you see is not what you got.